Here's some more hate comments I've gotten about being Catholic that I actually agree with. All right, first off, most Catholic prayers sound like babbling, which Jesus condemns. Absolutely. If a prayer, even a repetitious prayer, is said, but you don't know what it's saying and you're just kind of rattling off the words, it's an empty prayer. That is bad. Catholics totally mess this up sometimes. They start praying the words and they're like, I just said the words, so it's good. Look, sometimes all you have is praying the words. But what matters is the intention and the understanding behind why you are saying the words and what the words mean and what you're doing. But yeah, empty prayers. All right, next, there shouldn't be a religious king like the Pope. The Pope isn't even the mayor of Vatican City. He's not even close to being a king. The Pope has very little actual power over anything. It's mostly administrative, if that. If any decisions are being made, he calls in the Council of Bishops, like all of them from all around the world, and says, hey guys, let's come together and talk about some stuff and figure out what's truth, or let's figure out, what has happened. There's been 21 ecumenical councils that literally just do that. So the Pope is the head of the church, but he's not a dictator or a tyrant or a king or anything like that. I agree. A religious only king who says we're going to create a religious monarchy and we're going to force everyone to be religious. The church is also very against that. We shouldn't have forced conversion. Phenomenal points. I agree. 10 out of 10. Okay, last point. The Eucharist isn't Jesus, it's idolatry. I agree. If it isn't Jesus, then it is idolatry. But if it is Jesus, then it is Jesus, and we're worshiping Jesus. I don't know how that could be idolatry. Obviously, we don't think it's like physically Jesus, meaning that it's turned into human blood from, 33 AD and human flesh from that same time from a dude in the Middle East. What it looks like is bread and wine, but the substance of what it is the body and blood of Jesus. If that's not true, then yes, it's idolatry because we're saying this thing is Jesus and it's not. So yeah, we agree.